everybody. Hope you're doing well this evening. It is Monday, Cyber Monday, November the 28th. I'm coming to you live from Knoxville, Tennessee. My name is Brenda Sellers. Sorry, my camera looks like I'm a little wonky. That's probably because my case is a little heavy. So, anyway, I'm straight, the room's crooked, camera's crooked. So, tonight we're going to do a few little projects that are in preparation of a craft fair. So how about that? So you could use one as a card front. Actually, you could use a couple of these as card fronts. You could make little pockets. Anyway, so things going on tonight, Facebook Live. Tomorrow night is Kits and Sips via Zoom. If you need that link, let me know. What else is going on? Saturday is card class. If you haven't registered for that and you want to, there's still time till Wednesday. And then I'll be cutting paper and getting ready for it. That's December 3rd. December the 10th is the craft fair that all of this stuff has kind of on my desk and the floor and the other room where I work during the day. On holds, I get to fold some paper. And then on the 17th is also a mini craft fair at the Carnes High School. So lots of fun things going on. So tonight I'm going to show you how I am doing two different little projects using tea for the craft fair. Simple paper folds. One of them I saw Brandy Rude do it the first time, and then as I was looking on Pinterest to find some other little paper folds, I saw a multitude of people doing all kinds of different folds. And then the second one I'm going to show you, I can't remember her name where I got the template that's on my desk, but I'll find it and link it. Super easy. That another lady uses the scoreboard to make different score lines. You can do it however you want, but I'll show you the two simple ways that I'm doing that. And then the third little project that I'm doing tonight is going to be a calendar. So you can make it be the full card or just the card front. So that's what's happening tonight. Let me turn the camera down and we'll get started crafting. Hold on. All right, and flip so you're not seeing the ceiling, and there we go. Shrink that a little bit, turn another light on, see if that'll help some, maybe. Hi Sharon, I hope you're doing good. So tonight we are using Tea Boutique Designer Series paper for this little pocket. And this is the simplest one that it's the easiest fold I've ever done. Well, besides the chopstick fold that I do for my nail files. So you fold it from corner to corner in half, so all four corners are going to touch. Let me find my bone folder. And then you fold it. It doesn't have to touch, but I do it. You can kind of see where it's wiggling there. So that this is going to make a cute little pocket. And then this other corner, going to fold it across on top of itself. I didn't use a very good piece of paper that's easy to see, did I? And then, this is a 6x6 Designer Series paper, by the way. You just fold that down. And that makes a cute little pocket. And that is not even at all. But you know what? We're going with it because it doesn't have to be exact or perfect. So then we are going to decorate the front. And for this one, I'm going to get a piece of Parakeet Party that I already have punched. You get to see my lovely arm. And I punched that with the scallop circle. This punch. It is in the annual catalog. And this is a retired one, but there's one similar to it in the current catalog. So we are going to get a small piece of adhesive and just adhere this down. I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive right there. Open it up a little. There we go. That'll keep that flap down. And then I have also already pre-cut a bunch of teacups in preparation for this project. Let me get my Teacup Boutique stamp set, which is over here under all of these little gizmos. And I'm going to stamp Take Care of Yourself. We'll see if it fits. It doesn't hardly fit on the teacup. So we are going to stamp It's Time for Tea. There we go. That'll work. Get me a little block. And I'm going to stamp that in a darker shade because we want it to stand out. Let's pull out Fresh Freesia. That's the little color of those little flowers in there. Just going to stamp this right on the teacup. There we go. That was Fresh Freesia. So now let's layer this on here. I'm going to use a dimensional on the back of that. A couple of them actually. I don't want it falling off. Right here. That could have been centered a little bit better. I figured that scallop circle would make that look like a little bit like a doily. And then I'm going to put some adhesive on the back of this little twig. I used my silicone mat. It's buried, but I got the edge of it. Stick this down inside there between those adhesive dots. And let's put some adhesive on the back of here. On the front of our little pocket. And now let's load it up. So we've got a tea bag that we're going to put in there. This is Winter Spice Twinnings of London. Grab one of those little tea bags. And to keep it popped up where people can see what the flavor is, I'm going to put a little glue dot on the back of it. The glue dot won't hurt it, and it'll just hold it in place. There we go. And then, oops, flipped my paper and it flipped my little doohickeys up there. Stick a little thing of honey down inside there. and I've found these cute little spoons. And there we go. There's our little fun pack. I'm going to stick that behind there so it goes down a little bit further. Fun little pocket of goodies. And now it's time for tea. That's a little 4-inch spoon I found on Amazon. These little honey sticks I found. I forgot the name of the store. It's in Turkey Creek, a world something store. Let me look at the receipt. It's right here. World Market. There we go. So there's the first little project. We lay this out of the way. And our second project also involves tea. And it involves this little grid I've got on my grid paper. So let me get my paper. This one I'm going to make it use, yep, thank you, Brandy, World Market. 3 6x6 pieces, but we're going to fold one at a time. So I want this to be my outside. So I'm going to lay that down. I made these lines be 1.5 inches from my center. So 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches. And these two lines are 3/4 of the way up from this center line, but we won't worry about those right now. So what we're doing first is we're lining up this point and the bottom point and the two other corners on our center lines on our grid paper. And then we're going to fold this one over until it matches this line. You could make it go all the way down, but you can pretty much tell where your, hi Ginger, line is. And doesn't have to be exactly perfect. Like I said, it will all be fine. And then make this one come over to touch that line as well. You want to make sure it's kind of square because they're all going to line up with each other. And then to make our pockets, we're going to flip it over and make the bottom and the top corners touch. And use your bone folder to burnish it. And now this is where this line here at the 3/4 line comes into play. So you sit the bottom of your pocket on the line that goes across at the 5-inch mark. Then you're going to fold this down to where the edges are at that line. And there you've folded a 3/4 of a fold. This is going to make the little gusset in the middle. And you could worry yourself and try to make that one line up, but the easiest way is to make this point touch this point. There we go. Just like that. Again, I will link the ladies' instructions that I found on Pinterest. So that makes 2 pockets on the inside with a little gusset that's going to hold that up. But I'm going to make my little design hold 6 tea bags. So watch this. Let's fold 2 more so you can get the hang of it good. I want this pattern to be on the, it'll be squished in the middle. It won't really matter. So let's make that be the inside. So again, corner, corner on the lines, corner, corner on the lines. Don't need a scoreboard or a score pal or whatever our scoring tool is called. This makes it so easy. I actually took a bunch of these 6x6 designer series paper over to a friend's while we were waiting on the turkey to get ready, and I folded 48 of them sitting at their table on Thursday. And you're asking me, how do you not have enough done? Well, because the packets of tea that I'm using came 18, so I only had enough for I needed to make one more, so I saved it for tonight. So again, make this corner and that corner touch by folding it up. Use your bone folder to burnish that. Sit it on the line. You can kind of hold your finger there, and that will help it crease because that paper's starting to get pretty thick. And sometimes it doesn't want to crease exactly where you want it to. And then bone fold, corner to corner. And this is going to put our little teapots on the inside when we get ready to do it. All right, want to see that one more time since we get to? All right. Corners on all points. Over to the 1.5 inch mark on this side. I always start from right to left. That's just my habit. You could start the other direction if you wanted to. Whatever's easier for you. And then again, flip it over and it makes your pockets. If you wanted to just make it be a 2-pocket, you would fold it up this direction and then you could stick, so your little pockets would be on the outside and you could stick biscotti cookies inside there. And that's what I plan on this one. It makes a nice little flat bottom, or you could crease it up. And then you tie a ribbon in the top and put your cookies right inside there, and you got your 2 tea bags on the outside. Told you my desk was overflowing with goodies. I did take a picture of my craft room Sunday before I started getting stuff ready to move it out to go for a craft yard sale. Oh, that's happening this week as we, oh, it's over tonight, but tomorrow from, I know definitely by 10 to 8 tomorrow evening, there are all kinds of goodies on tables in the farmhouse for a craft sale. It is stuff that has retired for me, and lots of, I saw stuff for crickets, I saw a Sizzix, I saw all kinds of different stuff while I was setting up my table. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Seal Plus adhesive because it's a little stronger to hold my pockets together. And I'm going to make sure the teacups on this side are facing up. And that one looks like it's down too much. So, and then make sure these teacups are facing up. So let's start with these. I'm going to put adhesive on this side. And that one kind of flipped over. There we go. So what I'm going to do here is hold the bottoms together, and I'm doing it up so that it's easier to see. So hold your bottoms together and then slowly pinch them in on themselves, keeping them lined up best you can because that Seal Plus is super sticky. So there's 2 pockets together. And now this is going to be the inside. So I'm going to put adhesive on this side. And I want the teal color. Tahitian Tide actually is what it is, to be on the outside. So I touch the 2 bottoms and carefully rotate them up. Make sure my points semi-match. And there we have it. And now we are ready to fill it with tea. Actually, let's poke our little hole in the top first. Where did I leave my punch? One moment, I'll be right back. I just knew that I was going to forget something. So this is a crocodile tool, and it's got a little bitty hole on this side, and that's the one I'm using to string the ribbon through. So I'm going to punch it about right there because I don't want it to rip holes in the top when the ribbon comes through. All right, so there's that. Crocodiles, you can get them at Joann's, Michael's, Hobby Lobby. Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell them right now. So now let's get ready to fill it full of tea. And this one I have a Soothe, a Support. This was a set of different teas. Focus. These are also from Twinnings. Energize. Unwind for a good night's sleep. And Calm to help with mood as well. So you just poke them in the little pockets. And it is not cooperating. There we go. Soothe. Support. Focus. Hi, I can't see everybody who's joined, but thank you all for watching tonight. We're going to do some Unwind. See, the colors almost match right there. And Calm. So this is a great variety little pack of teas. If you wanted to, you could also stick some cookies right there. I don't have any cookies right now. Then I'm going to grab our metallic woven ribbon. This one is the Starry Sky. And I will tell you, it has been fun trying to get it to thread through there because the end of it wants to fray. So I fold it in half and then I twist the little guy. And then I fold it again to make it a little stiffer. And then through this hole, through these holes, and this one, and I lost it. So it opens like an accordion pocket. So it's like a little magic box of teas. And then I cut off that frayed mess because that's just not fun. And it doesn't waste much ribbon. And then pull it through. I always leave it on my spool just because it makes it easier to, I feel like I don't waste as much. So tie your ribbon in a little fun bow on the top. You could do 2 layers if you wanted, but one is plenty to hold it. And then it's fun little tails. And there's that little set of pockets. So this would be an all-around good feeling tea. A nighttime tea is in there. And here's our first one with winter spice in it. Bringing that one back in. You can decorate the front of this too. So let's put sweet sorbet and another teacup. And actually, I do want to use the Take Care of Yourself. So let's grab some with basic white cardstock. I'm going to show you a cute little trick. And I want it in Tahitian Tide. Nope, we're going to do Sweet Sorbet. We'll keep them the same. And I'm switching it again, guys. Here we go. We're going to do Tahitian Tide. And basic white. And our scallop circle. And a block to put that stamp on. And my foam mat, because that's a photopolymer stamp, to give it a little extra cushion. It had to be a really tiny crochet hook, because that circle is really tiny. Let's stick the bone folder behind it. See? Teeny tiny. So let's stamp Take Care of Yourself. The farmhouse is in Wallen, Tennessee, Prospect Road. I don't remember the numbers on the address, but I do know that I have saved it on my Facebook, shared it on my Facebook page. Now, what we're going to do, because if you were to layer these two, oh, that's cute, but I want it to be just a tad bigger. So I'm going to cut this one in half. And it's not exact, but it's close enough. Then I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive, because it's laying right there, using the Seal Plus. On the bottom, I should have lined those points up, but it's okay. I'm seeing what it looks like. Gives you the illusion. Now let's put some dimensionals on the back of that. And pop that right there. And there's our cute little, you can't even tell that those don't really have it all the way around there. But yes, I love that trick too. It gives a little bit of color behind it. And it pulls all three of these pages together, even though they come in a coordinating pack. All right, now for the last thing. Where is my other adhesive? Oh, right here. We are going to cut a piece of real red cardstock, 5.5 is half of 11, so cut that in half. And then we're going to cut her in half again at 4 1/4. There's those two calendar card fronts. And then I'm using the Gingham Cottage. So I'm going to cut this at 4. And I always start my cutting down at the bottom because I've pushed it up against the flat edge up here. And that kind of helps keep my paper straight. So there it's at 4. And I'm going to cut it at 5 1/4. That's our base layer. Can't pick it up. See, just like that. And then I think it needs a little bit of something else. So let's pull out our calendars. These are 2023 miniature calendars. They are, if I cut the piece at 2 by 3, that gives me a teeny, like 1/8 of an inch around it. So I'm going to do it at 3 1/8 and 2 1/8. Let me see if I got some basic or real red scraps. I do. Okay, yep. Let's go 3 1/8 right here. And 2 1/8. And for this, I'm going to put tear and tape on the back of my calendar to hold it on. I got these off of Etsy, but then I found another place that's called Tailored Expressions and got a different calendar front, but they all have the same kind of calendars. The other ones are glued together. These are stitched. So I'm putting the adhesive on the stitch, and then I'm going to put a couple more little strips on there. I love this because I cut it too long. Tore it too long. I'm going to angle it. And let's get another little piece for the bottom of it. Burnish it really good with your bone folder. Or if you don't have a bone folder, a credit card, the back of a spoon, something to put a little pressure on it and make sure that it adheres. So pull that tape off the backing. Center it on here. I'm going to put these two pieces together. Add another little strip down the middle. I probably should use a tag or two of seal, but this will work for right now. Put that on there. I'm going to put some tear and tape on the back of this. That way when you pull off your months, the whole calendar doesn't come off the paper. And I know I probably overkill, but you know what? I don't want my projects falling apart. And I'm going to put this kind of close to the bottom. And now I am going to do hang on one second. Seeing if these two punches. I tried to make sure I just had current product on my shelf behind me, but yes. Going to use this little daisy punch and our basic white cardstock. And we're going to punch 2 daisies. And I'm going to grab a marker. We're going to go So Saffron, color it center. That was handy. And my adhesive glue dots. After I do this, kind of roll your little leaves. Give it some dimension. Stick a glue dot on the back of this one. Don't lay them together. That gives your daisy a whole bunch more little leaves or petals. And then stick a glue dot on the back of that one. And there you go. Actually, we could do 2 more, but I think that's plenty on that. And then I've got these cute little magnets. I need to test them. I'm going to put 3 of these little buttons on the back. It says that it's good for photos and lightweight craft projects. I'm seeing how lightweight they say it can hold. So I'm going to put 3 on there. Then I'm going to hang it on my fridge for a week and see how well it sticks. So across the top. Two. Let's put 4, 1 on each corner. They stick together good. But I want to see how well they'll hold on a refrigerator. Because these are really thin. Okay, there are our projects for tonight. Let me pull them back in, all back in the picture. That probably needs a little something else, but I don't know what. I think simple is good too. Up there, out of the way. Slide, slide. And our tea bags. So there we have it. There's our projects for tonight. These 2 use the same Tea Boutique Designer Series paper. And here's a take care of yourself, all the different things to boost your immune, help you have a good mood, calm night's sleep, and then getting you ready for 2023. Here's the rest of the calendar. Oh, it's all under there. June, July, August, September, October, November, December. They're all of them are under there. And then I just put little button magnets on the back. I'm going to hang that one on my fridge and see how long it lasts. So you could make that also be, you could do a little pocket to set it. Oh, you didn't. That's fine. It just says what year it is. So, or you could make it have an easel back. But I thought sometimes people just want to stick it on the eye. Typically just want to stick something on the refrigerator so I can see what date it is real quick, or by your desk, whatever. So there we go. So we get to take care of ourselves or just have a little wintry spice herbal tea. That one says it says create a relaxing moment with sweet apple flavor and a savory cinnamon, cardamom, and clove spices. Haven't tasted that one yet. I need to. And these are all different flavors from Twinnings as well. So there's our projects for tonight. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, if you are in the mood or market for a little craft collector's paradise, then you could run over to the farmhouse, which is on Prospect Road in Wallen, Tennessee, and collect some goodies there. There were, gosh, 10 or 12 tables in her upstairs space. And then that is good through till tomorrow at 8. And then don't forget, if you want to come to card class, that is Saturday, so you need to register by Wednesday. Tomorrow night is our Kits and Sips. And you know what, guys? It dawned on me just recently. If you do sips, stamps, ink, paper, if you do little dots in there. So we call it sips because we're sipping on something. But if we're playing with our paper pumpkin kits or any of the other kits, or just crafting tomorrow night with each other, it's stamps, ink, and paper. So there we go. So tomorrow is Zoom. I will put the link on my Facebook page. And Saturday is card class. The 10th is the craft fair at the Expo Center. Over 150 craft vendors will be there. All kinds of vendors will be at this place at the Knoxville Expo Center. And then on the 17th is at the Carnes High School, from 9 to 12. And Santa will be there, so bring your kitties out to see Santa. All right, have a great night. Thanks for hanging with me tonight, and I will share the links on different places where I found these two projects. This one I just popped in my head, so there we have it. Have a great night, and I'll catch you next time. Have a good week. Do something fun for yourself. Bye-bye.